Hi guys, Elamir meets everybody. It's Michele Marie Tony. This is video. This is a live stream. I just wanted to touch something to you guys before we go on Limmy's channel at about 3 o'clock, and that is that I want to know which is better. Does the videos do better, or do the live streams really still do better? Let me just explain that YouTube and many channels, even much larger channels than mine, are asking the same question. Because it seems that somehow YouTube is changing the rules over and over again. And nobody knows going to explain to with this camera here. So nobody really knows what's going on. And YouTube isn't really explained a lot of it. For example, what is restricted mode? How does a channel video get restricted? And then when you look in your own status screens, you see your channel is not restricted videos. And I have a hunch. Me and Lemmy were talking about. We were taking a bath this morning. So here's what's going on. YouTube, under the OFCOM in the UK, is being told that they have to show ID. All members or viewers are over 18, but also or to keep content from viewers under what they perceive could be under 18 out of the eyes of those people. My show, under the Federal Trade Commission, Coppa, is considered not for kids. It's not marketed for kids. It never was, never will be. So what's happening with channels that are not considered for kids is they're not considered general audience. And so in order to be in compliance with OFCOM and COPPA in the United States Federal Trade Commission, they're basically quietly putting restrictions on these channels that are self-declared as not for kids because they don't want possible kids getting content that is not appropriate for them. And we've already seen my viewership drop by half. And so that's the only thing that makes any sense to me is that YouTube, in order to try to comply with the Office of Communication in the UK, the Federal Trade Commission in the US, and other advocacy groups are trying to keep content that is really potentially questionable out of the eyeballs of what they conceive is 100% of my audience are kids unless they show ID. So what does that mean for content creators? It means for us that we might have no choice but to go ahead and take our business elsewhere because YouTube, in one sense, is killing themselves. Because they're what used to be a platform that was very open has become extremely closed, and it's disturbing. But that is as it is. So let's just be honest about it. So if you wonder why I'm worried about the numbers, please understand that I quantitatively verify numbers, ones and zeros, true, false, yes and no's. That's my nature. I look at the data. I look at the numbers. The ones and zeros, trues, falses, yes, no's, subscriber count, views per minute, views per hour, because I'm trying to find out what's going on, because YouTube since August has changed their algorithm so many times that many content creators are going, I don't understand what you're talking about, YouTube. I don't know what you're doing, because YouTube's not talking about it either. So you don't have a clue. And so you're trying to learn. So we're going to keep working on that. But if we continue to, and other channels are already saying the same thing too, if we continue to see viewer hemorrhaging as we are, then YouTube may eventually be not so lucrative platform to be on anymore. But for right now, I'm also with us in a rock and a hard place. this channel helps pay our bills, and so if we don't have the income coming in, we can't pay our bills, and then we fall into hard times. I want to move to Kentucky. That's still a thing. I do want to go to Kentucky, but I can't go to Kentucky if I can't pay the movers and the first month, last month of security and utilities and all that stuff while paying for an apartment here. And I'm in no confident position right now where I could just go ahead and give my landlord his 30-day notice and say, I'm out of here, buddy. That's not going to happen. It was supposed to be for next year, not this year. So that's where we stand right now, number-wise. And as far as the after show last night, I think that after show could have been very interesting. It was interesting just because of the way where me and Lummy were high. Again, Lummy took over most of the show. Sorry. Oh, but it's true. But Michele was still kind of there. Yeah. But anyway, the point is that you would think a video like that, which would be something that people would love, would be flying off the viewership on. Unfortunately, YouTube probably saw that content and said, well, we'll monetize you, but you know what? We don't think this is appropriate for kids, so we're going to restrict you. But we're not going to tell you we're going to restrict you. So, na 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 na, na 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 na, hey, hey, hey. Goodbye, don't let the door hit you on the way out. I don't care no more. So, or they're like saying this is, look, here's the rules. Here's what you gotta abide by. Do it our way, or you can go elsewhere. That's sad, but it's reality. It's reality. Yep. So we're gonna upload this video. And if you want to comment on it, please do. I will read your comments. I will try to give a good title. I will try to give it good alt tags. I will do my best to make sure that it has all the appropriate YouTube requirements on it. There's a technology video. That's the other thing. It's a technology and a people and vlog video. It's also a news video. Or more like opinion editorial piece, but still. But you only can choose one main category. So I'm not sure where to stick that. I'll have to figure it out. Alright, so for now, I'll see you all on Limmy's channel about 3 o'clock. And of course, Monday morning I'll see you as well. So don't forget tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern time on Kick is Silver Moon Radio AM 1610. And so we'll try to get some fun music in that way too. Okay? Bye-bye for now.